Good morning, Keith Tebow at FRC Media. Thank you for joining us on this Wednesday. It's been a couple of weeks since we caught up with the mayor of the city of Fall River, Mayor Paul Coogan, but he's with us this morning. Mayor, how are you today?
Doing great, Keith. How about you?
Good. How was your holiday? Did you have a good Thanksgiving?
Yeah, very quiet and peaceful. Had to do a little running around, but then I got to relax in the afternoon, so it was fine.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll be talking more about what's coming up for the holidays in just a few moments. First, a couple of other items. The city council last week approved the appointment of Al Oliveira as the city director of operations. It's a new position that you created as part of a reorganization. Tell us what you can about Mr. Oliveira and what does he bring to the job?
Well, his resume is so varied, whether it's as a veteran, the jobs he had in Fall River before he went over to New Bedford as director of facilities for New Bedford. He's had a bunch of high profile, high skill positions, and I think he's just what we need to take over DCM and oversee some of these other departments. If you look at Al, we have a number of issues, whether it's trash, potholes, sidewalks, infrastructure that needs to be strengthened. And I do believe that if you look at Al's resume, he will fit in perfect in a number of those areas. We were in on a meeting yesterday talking about some city property, and he was already offering his expertise. So I expect him to hit the ground running. I think, again, as I said, he knows Fall River, he knows the South Coast, and he knows who to call to get things done. And I'm going to hopefully depend on him a lot.
Now, this is part of a broader reorganization that you have launched with the cooperation of the city council. Ordinances need to be changed. This has sort of put a bow on everything now in terms of all those positions, reorganization. Now the city can focus on getting that job done.
Yeah, but we still have positions that are open that we need to get the right people in the right spots. Obviously, there's been people coming and going out of city government. The best way to handle city government is to have consistent leaders in all the departments, but that's not always the case. People are in demand from everywhere I talk to, whether it's Taunton, New Bedford. They're all looking for people, Rhode Island, and we're all looking at the same pool of people to try to bring the right people. And so we're working on it, and we'll get to a spot someday where we have the right leaders that are going to stay with us for a little while. But that's the goal. You want people that are strong, consistent leaders to take over a department and move it down the highway the same way you'd like to see it done, and that's what we're working on.
Yeah. We are entering December, and I think I broached this with you a couple of months ago, at least a month ago, about snow season and the city being prepared for any snowstorms that may happen. Hopefully, we don't get too many. But as far as I know the city was looking for some snowplow operators. Do you have an update on how the city is faring with that and whether
Yeah,
the city still needs?
we've raised our rates to make ourselves more competitive.
Yeah.
And again, at the same time, we're still accepting applications for snow removal vendors. Interested vendors can, obviously contact the city of Fall River or DPW. But we've raised our rates to make ourselves competitive with the state rates, and it's the same kind of issue, Keith. Somerset, Swansea, Westport. I think most of the local communities are all looking to have backup pieces in the fold, and we're doing the exact same thing. So we're no different. We're still taking applications. Our rates are much more attractive. So if you're interested, call the DPW and get in touch. But we do have some in, and we're going to build our team up so we can tackle any storm.
And I think you mentioned that the city actually has new trucks itself, right? New plows that it will be incorporating this year as well, correct?
Absolutely. We have a whole new fleet of sanders and plows that can, obviously make a major dent in any storm. But at the same time, we want to try to have a lot of pieces to move the snow as quickly as we can so that our residents can get their lives back to normal.
Yeah. All right. December 1st, I can't believe it, is already tomorrow. And it actually is the beginning of what has been a tradition here in Fall River of plenty of community holiday events. And normally in the beginning of the month is when we have a lot of activity. Tomorrow, we've got the tree lighting at Government Center. That's a little earlier than normal. Then we've got the parade on Saturday. Hopefully the weather will hold out. And talk about how you enjoy this time of year in terms of celebrating with the community the holiday season.
It's a great time of year in Fall River. We're obviously geared up right now for the tree lighting tomorrow, right downstairs. We received a number of boxes of toys that Santa's going to be giving out to the kids if they come, with hot chocolate and different musicians playing, and paint a picture booth where people can take pictures with their children. There's some things we're going to be doing, and it's going to be a little different. We're going to try to make it a short, maybe like an hour and a half event, starting at 4:30. But again, let people come down and show a little camaraderie and get into the Christmas spirit while we light the tree. Then on the 3rd, we're going to be having our traditional Christmas parade, which is always a big event in the city of Fall River, from Kennedy Park to Government Center, starting at 1. We'd love to see people turn out. It looks like we may get a little bit of rain, but hopefully it holds off long enough for the parade, and we'll all be out there. And then again, Christmas concert, December 16th at Durfee. Tickets are going very, very quickly, which is exactly what we thought would happen when you have the first winner of The Voice, Javier Colon, opening up for the Fall River favorites, the Sons of Serendip, with obviously Durfee's chorus will be both at the tree lighting tomorrow night and the 16th doing some Christmas songs. So we're going to push the spirit through. And then on Sunday, we have the kickoff of Kennedy Park Winter Wonderland, where I saw some great snowmen and snow stars and lights, and it's going to be a real good time over at Kennedy Park. I think at 5 o'clock on Sunday this week. So we're going to be going bang, bang, bang on events, and we're going to move it right through the Christmas spirit and season. And we hope you're all with us.
Yeah, the good thing about this specifically that Winter Wonderland, they've got events planned, I think, for the next couple of weekends. I believe the Grinch is coming on the 10th, and then the 17th, Santa will be at Kennedy Park. And just to have that park lit up, to have it sort of like a focal point for the city is also great in terms of people wanting to stretch their legs and be able to do it in an atmosphere
Yeah.
that is festive. That's something that we haven't seen in a while here in Fall River.
No, they've got a great group of volunteers down there banging away at getting the lighting up, the wreaths, the design work has been great, and I think it's going to be a great event. I think there's going to be a number of good things going on in Fall River, and we ask people to participate in as many as they can, because Christmas is once a year, and you might as well add a little joy to your life. I don't think if the weather holds out, I know we're going to have big crowds everywhere, I will definitely be there out and about, so we'll look forward to saying hello to you.
Yeah. All right, Mayor Paul Coogan, as always, thank you for your time. We'll talk again next week. Take care.
Thanks, Keith.
All right. And thank you for joining us, as always, here on FRC Media. Have a great week.